this is a viral clip that is going big right now, and I'm not sure if y'all seen it. Y'all probably have, but a firefighter recently on his birthday actually exposed his wife for cheating. And so I'm going to play that for you guys now, and then you guys can give me the insight on what you think about it.
It was my birthday. Get her a little something, right? Well, happy wife, happy life, bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You got something for me. It's funny, last time I did this, I was wearing this same shirt and my Uncle Sonny's cufflinks. Pretty ironic.
I did. Make sure. I did.
What are you doing there?
He flipped it on you, saying,
It's a flip.
I don't know what's going on. I was trying to be nice. I tried to.
And she stacked.
Nah.
Yes.
This is, you want to, where it is. It's pretty, well, it's beautiful. Pretty good for a fire, right, at that time, but.
Can I have it? Yeah, I fucking know everything. That's right, bitch. I know everything. I had to see his skinny little pill thing. I wasn't in.
What?
I know about all the plain B pills you had to take. You filthy fucking
What?
cunt.
What is
Fuck
happening?
you. I fucking know, bitch. That's right. I fucking know everything. Don't act like you don't fucking know. I fucking hate you. I never hated him like that. I fucking hate you. I hate what you did to me, the betrayal. I hate what you did to my children. You know exactly who it was. Bitch, don't make me fucking show you. I know everything.
I don't know.
Everything.
Uncle Benny.
I hate what you did to my children, the life you fucking stole from them. You want me to show them? I'll show them everything. You sure you want that? I don't think you fucking do. You know who it is.
Are we sure? What the fuck is that? Of course he knows. He knows.
So,
He knows. Chill out. He knows. Chill out.
so
Her best friend was like, he knows. Calm down.
when I first watched the video, I was very it was just awkward. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? It's just it was kind of like tripped out because you know everybody was like so surprised it was at his birthday party and all of this other stuff. But what do y'all think about this recent viral video? I don't really know what question that I want to pose to this. What do y'all think about this?
She deserved it.
I don't think he should have did it. I don't think he should have did it at a birthday party. Some stuff is just better off behind closed doors. I know he was upset, but he made himself look crazy too. So
How do you make yourself look crazy because somebody else has a problem controlling themselves?
because
guess
he
not.
looked emotional and he looked like he had no control over his woman, and he broadcasted it in front of a party that ended up on the internet, and we're talking about it.
I'll be
He
trying.
might have
I
done
don't
that to
think that
make
was mature. You can be upset, but you picked her, and I'm sure you knew something, And I'm not saying he's wrong for being upset, but I don't like how he broadcasted it. That was just
he might have
not
wanted to make
everything
sure
needs
he
to be
wasn't going
shared
back.
with everybody, though. You can humiliate her just by divorcing her, and everybody has to see that you left her. You don't have to
No.
necessarily. He ruined other people's good time. They got dressed up. They probably took time off of work.
It's
Like you have
my
to think about other people
party. I
too.
can cry if I want to.
I would have been mad if I would have took time out to show up for that. Y'all could have did that at home.
No, I think he was absolutely right, and I would think it's absolutely right for anybody to do that. It's an infidelity. This ain't cheating with no boyfriend. He has he has sweat equity in that woman. She disowned him. Like it was the
And he
right thing to
just looks
do.
emotional
It was the
as
He
a
is
woman. He
mad.
looks
well, it
emotional.
is emotion. It is emotion when you got kids together. You got kids together. That's your life. He
That's not
just
our
wasted.
business, though. It's not
Hold
our
on.
business.
Hold on.
How do you
Hold
decide who's
on.
this? Yes, it is.
But the thing is, like, you can't tell somebody how much emotion they can show for distrust, lies, and just throwing your whole family away.
The government lets you
You
kill
can't.
people for that shit. Literally.
If you invited me to that party for me to see you disrespect your wife, y'all could have
Disrespect.
did that at home. I mean, the whole situation was disrespectful. She didn't see it coming. I feel like there was just another way he could have handled it outside of that. You invited people out to a party. They all thought they were having a good time, and he just made it ghetto. And I'm not saying he's wrong for being upset. I just think it was just very emotional of him to do it in
That
that
was not
way.
ghetto. That was very white of him to do that.
I
Well,
didn't know
first of all,
ghetto had a color, but
it doesn't matter that you came to his party. It's his party. So are you there for him or are you there for you? Because if you're there for him, your response now is to help him get through this madness that he's had to endure with her. I don't think that he took this
Hey.
deal himself and
no, that's their relationship. They got to handle that.
She
he
didn't
handled
cut
it
you off, Molly. Be nice.
Oh,
in
I'm
a group of
sorry.
his friends, his personal friends and hers too. And he might have wanted to make sure that he's not going back to her. So he just put it out there to make sure that he would feel stupid if he went back. So that's just insurance on his part.
How do we know he didn't go back?
He
We
has
don't.
like 50 accountability partners to make sure he doesn't.
Yeah, I feel
How
like
do we know
I
though?
don't
Some
care if
people
it's
go
a
through stuff
man.
and they get back together.
I don't care if it's a man or a woman. I don't care who did it. Like once you cross a certain line, you gotta be shamed publicly, and that's the problem. People aren't willing to shame folks.
I said this earlier, so I don't want Slimmy putting on the eyeball things again. All right.
Oh shit.
I said this earlier when I did a review video. I said it earlier. I don't see Slimmy, stay up. Don't Slimmy, don't do that. Don't do it, Slimmy. You
I'm
don't
looking
even know.
for him. I'm looking for him.
You don't even know what I'm about to say yet. Give me a chance, Slimmy.
Those are like
Give me a
sour
chance.
patch
All
like
right.
gummies.
I don't want to comment on this. I don't want to participate. I'm
I don't
gonna
feel
move
Okay,
bad
on.
for the
well,
woman. Don't think I'm saying this because I feel bad for her. I don't care about her. I'm just saying
I'll give my
I'm not
general
it's
I'm
so
not
comment.
many
I
gonna
emotional
feel
men out there. It would be relieving for
I'm
once to
not
see men be
commenting.
able to handle things a little bit less emotional all the
But
time
but
on the
what makes it
internet
I
when
emotional?
feel
they
Like,
have microphones in their faces. But
I
okay.
but that
definitely
doesn't
feel
make it
his
emotional.
pain.
Like, what? Like I asked Carrie this the other day. Like, what makes it between emotional is like, I made this decision and I'm gonna do it anyway.
I think that he was definitely operating off of emotion, and therefore he told himself, I'm justified in doing what I'm about to do. Like she's about to feel as hurt and embarrassed as like I'm coming for blood for her because I am so hurt. So I could feel his pain. I do agree with Molly that I don't think he should have did it this way, but I'm not like I sound like 2K tonight. Like I totally understand why he did. I wouldn't have done it that way, but
I
I
wouldn't have did it, but I
totally get
understand
it.
it.
Yeah, because he's like, you done did a whole bunch of Plan B pills. You like, ooh,
That's
I
rough.
I could
That's
feel
rough.
the cut.
That mean you didn't even
I
use
could
no
feel it.
condoms. You was letting that nigga the
Yeah, I
full
could.
load in
Oh,
there, indiscriminate.
No,
Oh,
he
there we
said
go. I gotta go.
multiple. So it's not
Oh,
right.
one.
gotta go on
Not
camera.
one.
So you put this man's
Oh.
life at risk, a man who
And
took it
he's a
upon himself to take
firefighter.
you as his
Oh,
wife and to take care of you and your children and give you his name. You embarrass this man like that. You don't know who saw you with this other man. You don't know how this
No,
is getting.
not just one man, multiple.
We don't know how they
And
got
this is
together though. She could have cheated
individuals.
with
You
somebody for
literally put this
him.
man's life in danger.
We
Literally.
don't know
Put
how
his
they
life in
even
danger.
got together. That's we're just assuming stuff.
What,
They could
Molly?
have
Why are
she
you
could have cheated
introducing
on her
stuff into
man
this
to be
car?
with him. Like we don't know none of that.
What?
And I
We
feel
have
like
the
it's
thing to go
crazy
off of.
that
Why are you
y'all can't see he's
introducing
operating
that?
like a female.
To say that he's emotional is ridiculous. I mean, he's human. Is he not supposed to have emotions for this woman who carried his children, who he's
He's a
volunteered to take care
firefighter. You
of?
need to carry yourself a little bit differently because you
He's
represent your
allowed to have
community.
What makes him
emotions.
different that he's a firefighter? What does his job title have to do with his emotions?
He looks like he looks a wreck. I should not be able to tell as the man you're frazzled.
Molly, can I need a what's a that's the scope. What's the scope to feel what's going on behind your left breastises? That's your
No, you
part.
just
Like,
said you loved
I'm
her.
not your boo.
You just said that you loved her just a little bit ago. Now
I
you want to
do,
switch.
Molly. I wanna like this is why I'm feeling this way.
No,
Like,
no,
oh,
no, no.
just give
Don't
me
Y'all have
start
to
something to
understand,
hold
I
simping.
don't
on. Give me
operate in
something to
my
hold on.
Don't
emotions like
start
majority of
simping
people.
now. Don't simp now. Stand on that shit.
You know, if he had punched her in the face, I
love you,
would
Molly.
say, yeah, he should manage
Yeah.
his emotions better. But he
Yeah.
verbalized what he was feeling. So how could he not be emotional? He's just supposed to keep it in and then commit suicide years later because he's got all this stuff bottled up. Like, that's not right.
No, he's supposed to say
And
something
then,
to
no,
her
see,
about it.
see, this harkens
We're
back to our
giving
last point.
our energy to
And
his
this is why
failed
you need
marriage.
female friends. Because if he had a Kim, she could have talked him off the ledge, and he wouldn't have did it.
He probably called his male friends, and
And
they were
then he
like,
told him to
"Yeah,
do that shit.
word,
He
you
said,
should do
"Do that."
that."
He fucking wrote the speech for him.
Let me ask. I want to get Mika's take on this. Mika, what do you think about this?
I definitely think he was definitely emotional, but like Carrie, I understand. However, I do think it's the wrong venue because he's being recorded, and I never want a man to be seen out of frame. So, had he did that maybe in a private setting, I'd have been like, cuss her out. Cuss her out, you know, maybe if it's just the immediate family or whatever.
He cusses
But
her
this is
out
a
daily,
public
probably.
setting.
So it don't
That's the only thing. He's not
Him,
wrong for how he feels though.
but him being recorded is on his friends and not him. Why would you exploit somebody's weakness like that? Why would you see them
That's
in
why
pain?
I would never have done that in a public setting or wanted, you know,
These are
someone
probably
I
people
know.
that he thought he could trust. I mean, he thought he could trust her.
You
Not
guys just
anybody
like
with a phone.
I hate this, and you guys are my friend. Each and every last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you, but
I was
you
about to
guys
say, so I
don't.
don't count no more. All right, that's cool.
Well, I don't. There's 6, right? And I'm 7.
You said 5 at first, but that's cool.
Well, stop. Anyway, you guys don't allow humans to be humans. You don't guys don't have any empathy, sympathy, grace, or nothing for just like people to be people. Literally, the government allows you to freaking delete someone and because you see something as bad as your freaking wife getting monster mashed by
The
freaking Anton
government
and his
does not allow
friends.
the government does not allow you to delete people emotionally.
Yeah, they make some exceptions, and you're gonna get 10 years instead of life because you was in emotional distress.
But that
Yeah,
doesn't.
you can make an exception, but everybody else on the internet isn't. They don't know him,
You're
they
right.
don't care about him, and they will
You're
clown
right.
him.
You got to
Yeah,
remember,
I
bro.
think
just
we
Like,
when we
all.
had
I
this
think
conversation, the only people Kim has a human element, Carrie has a human element, Molly, I love you, but your human element is in the
here's the
garbage.
thing, bro. Like the reason why you can't just crash out emotionally when something like this happens is because you have to think of all of the repercussions that come along with this long term. So, for example, are the kids going to be affected by the fact that this video went viral and this is going to be on the internet forever? Forever. I don't want my kid going through certain things. And so I am going to think through what I'm going to do. I'm going to get emotional by myself. And then I'm going to figure out what this looks like and how I'm going to play this long term. Um, and it's a bunch of other examples that I can use and that I can have a conversation about. I'm not going to embarrass myself for the sake of embarrassing you. Another thing that I stand on. I'm never going to make myself look stupid. I'm never going to make myself look bad for the sake of trying to make you go viral. It's not that important to me. You're not that impactful to me. You can't have, I'm not going to forever be tied to you and be known as the guy that got cheated on and crashed out at my own birthday party because I wanted to expose you. I don't care that much. The way that I look at it is that we all emotional and we all got emotions, but as a man, I have to think about what is going to be best for me long term. This makes everybody else feel good about it. This makes everybody else say, yeah, whatever, so on and so forth. But does it serve me? If it doesn't serve me, as a matter of fact, I believe if you really want to go through it, and I'm gonna tell you how I think about it. I look at it and I say, okay, let's say, for example, I caught you cheating. All right. Let's say, for example, I caught you cheating. And now I got the proof. Now I got the video. I've confirmed it and all of this type of stuff, right? I have all of the leverage.
To do what?
I control you forever. I have all of the leverage. I don't need to fucking drop a video on the internet. Then I lose all of the leverage. I lose all of the possibility of being able to control you and the situation. That's and again, I know that I think differently. I think from a business perspective. I understand that most women cheat. I'm not surprised if she does this. I'm hurt about it initially. I'm thinking about my kids, but now I'm thinking, okay, wait a minute. How do I play this to where it really serves me and it works in my benefit? And so now I have all the leverage. And so it's a different type of conversation now. And I'm gonna tell you that I know, and then we're gonna figure this out, and we're gonna figure out how we gonna make this work from a business perspective to where this serves.
It depends on what kind of. I know you're speaking from your own experience, but it depends on what kind of.
Now, I ain't speaking from my experience. I haven't never experienced that.
Well, I'm just saying. Well, that experience about like you have to like women are diabolical, man. They'll freaking a man will catch them cheating and they'll fucking do it over and over and over and over again, like.
No, that's not all.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've been a part of it. Like, nigga, I've had niggas call me. She's headed your way, Quentin. I know she's coming. Like
no, that's what some guys do. I have seen a lot of things in my life, and not on no cheating shit from my woman or nothing like that. That's the honest to God truth. But my point is that I've seen a lot of people get caught up in a lot of shit, and I'm a vault, and I'm a vault because I always have to figure out how it serves me. If it doesn't serve me, even people that has publicly crashed out on me, right? Even on the internet, all I got to do is make a phone call, or I talk to them and I say, wait a minute, you really want to play this? You know, the way that why do you think certain people don't say shit to me no more? Like, I again, the minute that you control your emotions, this is a life lesson. And I know that some guys, they want to jump off the bridge. No, I got to expose this bitch. That's cool. But the thing about it is that the minute that you play it emotionally, you lose. Everybody that reacts emotionally, whether you get fired from your job, whatever, the minute that you do some shit, you lose. That's how I see it. I'm not going to react emotionally publicly and jump off a bridge just for the sake of exposing you. Because then what? My kids is embarrassed. I look dumb as fuck for the rest of my life. I'm known as that guy for the rest of my life. And now I don't have no leverage.
Yeah, I don't think you have leverage. I don't think you have leverage over someone who's willing to cheat and throw everything out the window.
You absolutely have leverage. Because women care. Women care more about their reputation than they do about the situation. 100%. They care about how they present the kids. 100%.
I have to completely disagree. This woman in this case did not care. If she
she's just saving face in front of the friends.
Nah, she didn't care. She didn't care because if she with multiple men taking plan Bs, she didn't give a fuck. What are we talking about?
The first thing you do is you use that as leverage to get a post-nuptial agreement. That's the first thing that you do. The first thing that you do is you use it as leverage to be able to get a post-nuptial agreement. Because let's be clear, just because she cheated does not mean that she can't take half of your pension, that she can't take half of your shit, that she can't take the kids and then get child support. She can still do that in family court the way that the laws are set up today. I'm not going to lose my leverage. I'm going to use that to put myself in a better position. Why wouldn't I put myself in a better position? I'm concerned about my bag. I don't give a fuck about women cheat. That's what they do. People cheat. That's what they do. Why would I give away hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of dollars to embarrass somebody instead of putting myself in a better position financially? I don't give a fuck about her. If I don't give a fuck about her no more, why am I crashing out emotionally about her? Now I'm going to move more calculated.